Peace, future masters of your craft. You are now tuned in to the KBGBF podcast. I am your host, Yall, and with me always is the big homie he himself, Uncle Vito.
That's right.
We will be discussing everything from entertainment to community development and how to secure that bag and much more.
No doubt.
You can catch us on Instagram at KBGBF_LLC, Facebook, Anchor, and many other platforms. So stay tuned, and we're gonna get you right. Peace, 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 future masters of your craft.
That's right.
We are Bizak.
That's a Fizak.
With another one.
Another one.
All right, yo, today we got a super dope treat. Listen, these guys need no introduction, but we're going to make sure we give them the proper introduction that they deserve, okay? Because it's all about, taking care of home, looking out for the cookout. So we brought a couple of good brothers that came up from North New Jersey and inspired us and held us down, kept us out of trouble, and showing us the way and giving us the game for free 90 Nizan, okay? We got we got Coach Moses and we got Coach Dirt. You can check them out on Instagram, Facebook. Everything that they got going on is nothing less than a movement, all right? And they're going to give us the game, and we just going to sit back and soak up as much as we can because it's all about giving you the game for free 99.
That's right. Hometown natives, man. This is truly a blessing.
Yeah, man.
Coach Moses, we appreciate you coming through. Dirt, we appreciate you coming through, man.
We need this. All right, so before we even get into the detail, we ain't about to do all these crazy punch-ins and all this wild stuff and tell you about they movement at the end. We like to get it out at the beginning and so we could get right into the juicy stuff. So tell them everything about the movement. Tell our peoples, our future masters of craft, everything what's going on with Coach Moses and Coach Dirt.
You want to start or you want me to start?
It don't make no difference. You go first.
Hey,
let's get it shaking.
Okay, I can tell you pretty much, what we doing in terms of this boxing thing, this boxing program, the community, the boxing community itself. We're just trying to really give back, get the kids something to look forward to.
Right.
Young adults, the adults, time management. Get some of these guys off the street when they ain't got nothing to do. You got a lot of chaos and mayhem you could create and get into.
Yeah.
But when you got things to do, you got things on your mind that's positive.
Right.
You got something that you could look forward to. And we're using this boxing thing as a platform.
Definitely.
It's a language.
Definitely.
It's a lifestyle that we embraced a long time ago. I've been learning for a long time myself from Coach Wale, my mentor, my big bro. I learned a lot of things. He's a great coach. I'm pretty sure you guys know who his grandson is. Shakur Stevenson. All right, world champ. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson. I look at this kid like a nephew.
Right.
Been through quite a few things together, and we growing. And
definitely.
Again, we giving back to the community.
Definitely.
So, I'm gonna let Coach Wale elaborate a little bit.
And explain to us and tell us
Let's
what we can find to get them hands like Leroy and get that glow together.
Well, it's a Newark thing.
All right. Tell him.
Listen,
Tell him.
a lot of you may not know me, but you heard about a lot of things that I've been involved with out through the years. Like, for one, maybe I was the first president of the first Bilalian Student Union in the nation, and the founder. And I started a football team called the Bilalian Raiders back in the day.
Okay.
I was the founder of that also. I was involved in Little League Baseball here for years. I taught martial arts for years. I coached boxing at the Newark PAL for years. And my dream was always to have a son that I could hand these things down to. I was honored and privileged to get a lot of learning experience right here from people that I taught in Newark in terms of preparation and development, and early preparation and preparation and development is detrimental to the success in Newark. So that's one thing that Coach Dirt and I, attribute a lot of our success to, starting these kids early, because remember back in the day, they was thrown out in the tobacco fields and the corn fields, as little young men. And guess what? Them little young men grew up to make us who we are today.
Absolutely.
So I try to envision them with that same spirit, at an early age, and let them know that failure is not just a guess, but failure is no option.
Yeah.
Success is the only thing that you have. So once we try to inspire the kids to do that and give them a vision and what we call it a way of life, what we try to do next is actually, I'm taking you through the steps of our development in our program. So try to take it with me. So
we here. We ain't going nowhere. Take your time.
Word. Early development, we know that a lot of things we found out that, a lot of our kids are really capable of understanding everything that we do. So we challenge them at an early age. And we found out that challenging them at an early age, they grow up and they become adapted to the struggles in life and don't look for failure, okay?
Right.
They know that failure is not an option, so they get up. Each time they fall down. And
stay in the growth mindset. Yeah.
The thing that we want to do is make them realize the purpose and the reason why they fell and how they fell. And when they get back up, make them better at what they fell at.
Right.
Okay, so we do that. We challenge them. And, what we try to do is give them the experiences, what I really found out, that what it takes for all our athletes in Newark here that really don't get an option to do. Like me, I was blessed, me and Shakur and myself, to get the opportunity early because we had some people behind us. There wasn't a lot of people who we wish behind us, the people that you would think in your city or everything else, but there were people out there like ourselves that came up like we came up, needing help and wanted to help somebody else. So we went that vision, so went that road. And as we grew, we started to grow a vision. You know what I mean? You said, damn, we really wanted every one of us to have that vision, or every one of our kids to have that vision.
Right.
Once they got out the realm of their reality or what they done every day, cycle in, day out, what they seen generation after generation do, we wanted to get them out of that and get the experience of life. So once we started doing that, we seen them start to even grow. We seen a desire growing them to want to be successful. And what we do is take that blueprint and try to put it through the whole program. And we've had a lot of success. I mean, a phenomenal amount of success, unbelievable amount.
You got a belt, you got to bring home that belt.
Well, one of the amazing things, I got put up for a Hall of Fame induction for 2020 this year.
Wow.
And I started going back.
How many times, though? Why? Come on.
Tom, don't be modest. That's right.
How many times? Come on, talk to us, Coach.
Well, every time is not enough, man, because the job ain't done yet. But,
Absolutely.
So anyway, after we, started seeing the things that our kids were doing, and I got the award, I looked back over a record. I wanted to invite some of, the people back.
Yeah.
And the thing that was uncanny that I noticed, each of the kids that stayed in our program, like from 9 or more to 5 or 6 years, each one of them became a national champion.
Wow.
And that's what really, made me reflect. And I started saying, well, I never think, you and I, we live in Newark.
Yeah.
So, when we go out there, we never see enough. You know what I mean? So we know we're not satisfied with the progress we're making or the situation we're in. So we never really notice what we do. We just go out and do it. Okay? That's why I think a lot of us, I tell you, brother, good job, you're doing a good job. I think a lot of us need to let each other know what we're doing, because we owe it to ourselves, because if we don't give it to ourselves, nobody's not going to give it to us.
Absolutely right.
Absolutely. Nobody going to give us the game.
Yeah, so moving forward, after I noticed that, I noticed our program was really going. And when we, came together, a group of us in Newark, and formed one gym, Elite Heat, we went out and made a whole big new name for Newark, New Jersey, man. You guys don't know, Newark, New Jersey and boxing team Elite was
Changed the culture
all over the world. You don't know, that's a fact. That's a
fact.
fact. You got to leave that on that blueprint.
And a huge blessing, man.
Not to cut Wally off, man. This is important, what he's saying, man. At the beginning of this, I wouldn't call it the interview at the beginning. was kind of just catching
just chopping
up
it up.
Yeah, because we already
warming up.
Each other, got a lot of love for each other. But at the beginning of things, man, me and the bro was chopping it up about, you know, he was just asking me how is it in this boxing game and the community within Newark, and I was telling him, you know, it's pretty much the same, like the music and everything else.
Right.
Get a lot of hate unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Instead of guys, you know, banding together and trying to do things together, you know, or just make each other better, period. You just get a lot of unnecessary or unwanted hate. You know what I'm saying? Unwarranted hate. But for the most part, man, it was the culture that was in Newark in terms of boxing was a dead one. And that's no disrespect to none of the guys that
I understand.
Come before myself, come before Coach Wale, come before Shakur Stevenson. The culture was non-existent, man. I mean, it was more
camaraderie.
One of like a hood famous type of culture,
right,
you know?
right.
And no disrespect to the big bro Dewdrop. He's a hell of a trainer. His gym was like the Mecca.
Yeah,
right.
Dewdrop, Red Brick, all those.
For
guys
guys who didn't know and for guys who do know. All right, but when Elite Heat came, I was one of those guys in Dewdrop.
Yeah,
training my sons, and you know when I heard about Elite Heat, Wale would come over to Dewdrop with his kids, and they'd kick on our kids' ass. You know, it was always in my mind, like, man, where they training at?
Right.
You know, and then I found out. You know what I'm saying? And I said, all right, we gonna go over here. We gonna get some get back.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got over there. It was like, if you can't beat them, join them.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how real that culture was.
Yeah,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? And that's a credit to this man here, man. You know,
listen.
These are the things that's needed, though.
That's a credit to Dewdrop too, cause
big time.
Dewdrop is like the only gym in Newark and only black-owned gym.
It's the Mecca.
And still standing.
It's the Mecca, man.
You've done a great job, and I'm proud of you.
Right, almost everybody done heard of. Word.
Definitely. Man, it don't matter how many other gyms going on, whatever. It's all about being a superpower. Right. If we don't come together, we're never going to make the noise that we can. We're never going to get to our full potential, you know?
Right.
So it's not, like I say, a lot of times you got to check your ego and that pride at the door and realize in order to get to the bigger picture, we got to come together. Despite what we may have went through. You understand what I'm saying? That your emotions is for the family. Hey, listen, when it comes to your brains, that's for business. And understand this is big business. And in order to get there, you gotta look out for the cookout. Right. You gotta become a superpower, bro. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, you know, if humbleness was a disease, man.
What?
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
You know, they might be a lot of different results.
Right. Yeah, they teach us that big time in Islam. You know, they want the Muslim to be the humblest people on earth. And that's a fact. And I just wish it was kind of contagious. It's the point that I'm making. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
If humbleness was a disease.
But you know what? It starts from somewhere, and you guys are a fantastic example of that. So for the people who are watching this, I hope they getting something that they know Newark is more than just, you know, shooting, killing,
shoot 'em up,
XYZ. We got a lot of positivity and a lot of good brothers.
And there's a way, you know, like it's not like to get in touch with them, you need thousands of dollars. You got to know somebody that knows somebody. Like this brother said, he done got national champions under his belt. Shakur Stevenson is doing his numbers, but the key word was he still living north. You still could get in touch with him. You could still find this brother anywhere. You might catch him in a poppy spot getting a sandwich or something. And it's not, look, this ain't, I'm saying this to say, oh yeah, you know, they still in the street. Listen, man, if you moved out, that's cool. You moved out. Listen, that's not the thing. The goal is to become a superpower, to work with your brother, to love your brother, to learn the game. That's what this platform is here, to give you the game for free 99.
That's right.
That was up to you if you want to soak it up. But you would be a fool. You'll be a fool to pass out the opportunity to sit down and hear a wise brothers that made something of themselves and been all around the world. How many? Let's just be real. How many people that you know outside of what you do that got a passport? You understand what I'm saying? Like
visas,
visas. How many stamps are in your passport? And this is not me trying to rub nothing in nobody's faces, but we are sitting across. Like I said, we done got into all types of trouble together. You hear me? Right. This man. So these aren't people that you will never see before or grew up in Joe Schmoville. No, these people grew up in the trenches. They grew up in the jungle. Right. Been in all types of crazy stuff, but they came out of it. And this is what we need to, this is the message that we need to talk about. You know, I could get up here and we could talk, flash money and talk about cars and all this, but what is that going to get you? Now, but if you come on this platform, you're going to get some type of game. But after you're done watching this show, you either going to want to get your kids in some type of form of exercise or boxing or something.
Or even yourself.
Show, bro.
Even yourself.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that's just what it's about. We're supposed to uplift each other so we can look out for the cookout and we can be prepared when all these different types of chaotic presidents and governors and police is sending taxes through the roof, shooting people. At least we got some type of discipline. And that's the main topic that I want to stress on too. Discipline goes a long way.
That's right.
Discipline and consistency. Without discipline, it's chaos, and you have to discipline your mind, your body, everything. And boxing, like they said, bro, it's not just a sport so you can look all cut up and beat somebody up. No, it's a way of life.
Right.
It's a way of life. It implements so many different things that can make you dangerous. How steel sharpens steel, black can sharpen black. So please keep in tune with us, man. Get into Elite Heat, man. Where them sharks at? There's some sharks over there, man.
We're not Elite Heat. I left Elite Heat.
Yeah,
that's the gym that we founded.
Okay, I apologize.
Now we're at Repulsa Boxer Gym. Yeah. Also in conjunction with Stevenson Moses Boxing for Life.
Stevenson Moses Boxing for Life.
That's a gym that's found. That name and that organization's group was founded by Shakur and myself.
Okay.
Along with my wife. I can't forget her.
You no doubt.
Shout out to
you. You ain't coming home nuts.
And I have her permission to say so.
Okay, cool.
And the address there would be 269 Oliver Street. All right, that's down in the East Ward of Newark.
Okay.
269 Oliver Street.
Okay, 269 Oliver Street, Newark, New Jersey, East Ward.
Yeah, we got classes for ages 3 to 6 for 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And the 6 o'clock class would be ages 6 to 9. I'm sorry, 6 to 10. And everything after that, that's 6 to 7. The last class would be 7 to 8:30 p.m. And that age group goes from 11 to 20, whatever, So
that's dope, bro. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
bro.
we got a ton of space for anybody that's looking.
Yeah.
We got multiple packages.
Okay.
Where you can lock in, or if you're just trying to get a little bit of work, just learn, to defend yourself. We ain't really looking to waste our time with that. I'm gonna be honest.
I would like to ask, what are some of the methods that y'all use for the smaller kids, like from 3 to 6?
In terms of teaching?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because these kids, like I said, my son, he
want to give away the secrets now.
If you don't want to give away the secret,
we just joking.
I got it for you. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, for some of y'all parents, man, who ain't doing it, right? You bring your kid to me, I'm gonna whoop their ass. Period. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but seriously, I don't know, man. I find ways to nurture their abilities and their needs, man. It's really more with that age group. It's really more about paying them attention and giving them the attention, that they need, and you kind of manipulate them into doing the things that you need them to do. So
absolutely.
It's not, for me, it's not really it's not too serious.
Yeah.
Okay. Age group, It's just really about implementing
and paying attention to
discipline
detail.
into them.
Getting a feel for them and having them get used to us and what we expect,
But
Can I elaborate on that?
Absolutely.
To give you some examples. Okay, let's say we have a kid come in. Let's take the kid in a relationship, mother and father at home. Okay. Say the kid, is used to hearing that forceful voice. John, get over here.
Come closer, Mr.
John, don't go on the street. John, go on the street. Don't you do this. Don't you do that.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people that think, that's good. You're making sure your kid doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But let me give you an example how that can affect your kid.
Okay.
By listening to your voice and making sure that he commands and listen to everything you say when he hears your voice. Say that same kid. You tell him every day, don't go out there playing in the street. Don't go out there playing in the street. Every day you tell him to go out there playing in the street. So one day, you know how kids are.
Yeah.
John and Paul ran across the street. Ooh, they look. So now he want to try to go run across the street. Now here you come. You see him out there. And then he makes his attempt to go across the street, run across the street. John, you holler at him. Bam, he freeze. Bam.
Get hit by a car.
Instead of using his own mind to continue across the street.
Absolutely.
And then react to that voice. So the way we teach and talk to our kids has a lot to do with their development physically, mentally, okay, and the most thing, scarefully. Okay, so now that fear and that scare is what we have to take out of giving our kids, whether it be from a voice or whatever it is. You know how many men we got out here now that know their kids out there in the street and everything else, and none of them had the courage to go out there and say something to their kid. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Well, we taught that, okay? Well, we always know at some point we got to take the bottle out the mouth.
Absolutely.
Okay? So now we find out a kid cannot adapt to physical things first. Yo, man, come on, hit that thing hard. Hey, you 4 or 5 years old, get in the ring, let's start boxing, right? Because you know what? We want our kids to grow up intelligent, right?
Absolutely.
And they're going to be intelligent. So now, you want your kid to get in the ring at 5 years old and start boxing with a lot of what's happening now. Yeah. Okay, they get hit. Now, we want them to be intelligent. So now, we're growing up one day, they say, John, you want to go play basketball or you want to go box? What you think the intelligent kid going to say? You think you're going to get rather hit in the face or you're going to rather go play basketball?
They're going to want to go play ball.
Right.
Okay, so the early stages don't always work.
Absolutely.
The timeliness is what worked. Okay, just like it's a time. He got to realize it's a time when he should listen to you. For example, Shakur and myself was in the ring one day. You know? And I was like, I said, Shakur, so-and-so. And Shakur said, Papa, I thought I was home in my living room. Because then he heard Grandpa. Yeah. He didn't hear Coach then. Yeah. So right then and there, when we got home later, I had to let Shakur know that he has a right to say and speak in that ring because he's the man in that ring. Right. Yeah. He has to think his own way. Yeah. Okay? So I had to let him know, when I'm in that ring, I'm your coach. Okay? Yeah. When we at home, hey, well, I'm Pop there. Yeah. So big distinctions. So as parents and coaches, we got to learn that avenue of communication, not just the coaching aspect, but the life aspect. Absolutely. Or the mental aspect where he can comprehend. Yeah, okay? Exactly. Without that, it means nothing. Exactly. Right. It's almost like, remember that movie Man on Fire with Denzel Washington? And remember every time the little girl, when she was about to swim and she hit a gunshot, she freeze? Right. Yeah. And he had to teach her that the gunshot holds no fear. Right. And then as soon as the gunshot, and so when she was about to get kidnapped and she seen the people, instead of him yelling at her, he shot the gun. Wow. Once he shot the gun, she took right off. Good. You gotta, so basically what you're saying is, coming up early, you teach them.
I need to see that movie.
Yeah, you ain't never seen it. But that's basically what you're saying. Like you're teaching them
how to become a champion.
Absolutely. How to make the right decisions, when to make the decisions, and not just depend on hearing my voice.
And you see, this is the one thing that you have to teach them. Majority of parents, teachers, everything, we teach our kids right from wrong. Okay? So now, you. How many times have we all said, damn, I knew I shouldn't have done that shit. Word. Okay? Word. We didn't pay attention to that first thought. So now, we got to teach them to pay attention to that first thought because most of the time, it's the right thought and it's the best thought. Mm-hmm. And to think it out again. Mm-hmm. Now, when you give them a chance to think, weigh out their option instead of moving too quick and give them and teach them a sense of responsibility of making judgments and letting them know the judgments and their decisions may determine the outcome of their life. And once you put that responsibility in their hand, and they know it and recognize it, they have a tendency to stay in the right direction.
I can think
they when they fall, they get back up.
Yeah, they understand
Right.
that.
Right.
See, some people may think that falling, you failed.
Right.
No, you just made a little error, and you're supposed to learn. Only thing
part of
falling is a learning aspect. I got you. I'm following. I'm
Listen,
what you
man.
about to say, Rita?
Nah, I'm just enjoying the conversation, man. I'm word like
this is why we be stressing. Like people be thinking because like I said, this KBGBF thing we did ourselves. We had nothing and we struggled. Look, I told you, look, brother donated. We be asking for donations. We scramble it up. We do a couple of back to school giveaways. Everything is free. Everything we doing is to create this because when I ask people like, yo, come up and if you can't give a donation, the biggest donation you could give me is knowledge.
that's right. What's up?
You understand what I'm saying?
That's
You
right.
can give me a couple dollars and I'm sure I won't turn it down. We will not turn down some fossils.
Because ain't no nation.
Like a donation.
Say it one more time.
Ain't no nation
like a donation.
but on the flip side, just by sitting down and giving it, you understand? You giving us the game.
Yeah, it means a lot, man.
That
means a
like
lot.
we could be. He take that home to Eggsy and show him little different
Yeah,
things, or
for real, man.
implement this in your life, and that could go. See, what happens in our culture that doesn't happen in a lot of cultures is game has been given down from generations to generations. Our cycles has been broken. Our parents are probably Pop Duke's probably in jail or passed away. Mom Duke's, single parent home, probably 2-3 kids, whatever. She ain't got time to really sit down and nurture you and give you the game.
Right. Stressed out from working two jobs.
She got 2 jobs, so she got to put bills on the table. So what did we do? What did I do? I went outside.
Right.
So the people that was outside, it wasn't that many Coach Moses or Coach Wale or Coach Dirt at the time. It was Dirt Mel from the hood. You understand? We're talking about that.
Not on air though.
So the people that raised us, they gave us game, but they gave us game on how to sling cane or how to sell that skag or pull a shakedown. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not too many people that can give us priceless game that can take us further than any street corner will.
Right.
So I feel like it's your obligation. This is why we say first thing you got to do is learn the game.
It is each and every black man obligation.
To learn the game. Then you get in the game. Then it's your obligation to give the game.
Give back. That's
You understand
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is how stuff get passed down from generation.
Right.
Certain recipe stays in families for generation and generation. In order to do that, sometimes you gotta pull back and stop looking at these people that got these chains and everything, and you thinking like this is what I want, but don't see they
the
not
life.
gonna tell you how they got it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta be able to.
Or furthermore, they ain't gonna tell you, man, this shit ain't real.
You gotta tell the difference between.
man.
Ain't too many people walking around with that diamond tester in their pocket to expose people. No, so you just see this thing and just think it's a game. But learning a craft like boxing, karate. Things that help you, find that in like channeling certain
right.
things that you like a focus and a dedication that you start to grow that third eye and get an X-ray vision. You see through the bullshit. Right. You start to learn little things like, when his shoulder jump like that, he about to throw the left hand. Right. You start to see all these different things every time, he throw his jab, he don't bring his hand back fast enough. You understand what I'm saying? Right. These little idiosyncrasies. The details. It's all in the details. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And every time, every time you run into a successful older person, is some type of sport that was in their life, or it was some type.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying like, all right, in order for you to be successful, you got to be good at sports. No, but you had a routine. Somebody that was wiser and older that was giving you the game. Right. That's important. You can't look. The reason why a lot of people be making the same errors over and over is because they don't know what they don't know.
Right.
Nobody's really taking the time out to give us the game. And then the people that do be trying to give us the game, you kind of see that they not genuine. You won't know. We don't know you. We never seen you.
Right.
You never. We ain't see you bleed with us or whatever. Don't nobody want to hear that, Sharif. But we can relate to y'all.
Right.
Go ahead.
Can I speak on that?
Absolutely.
I think you have a real genuine and valid point because when we came up, right? If your father wasn't present, you had an uncle,
right,
you had a cousin, or you even had somebody in the neighborhood that's going to teach you how to play baseball, football, walk you to school, make sure nobody done. We looked out after each other.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to know is why have we lost that? With that, it helped make us who we are. So I think now, again, part of our job and our obligation is to teach them the responsibility of responsibility. You know what I mean? That is their obligation, man. Each and one of them. And we got to let them know if they don't do it for themselves, nobody's going to do it for them.
For real.
Do it for us, who going to do it?
For real. Because like you said earlier before we started, how these, Nike and different little places, big conglomerates and stuff is invested in prisons. So why would they promote things? I'm not saying Nike and So, but a lot of these big names and stuff, you feel me, are invested in prisons. So why would you see more commercials about something that good and well you shouldn't, you can't afford, but you get. The little twinkly worldly things start to get you. You see an iPhone commercial every 5 minutes. Yeah, a new system coming out, a new car coming out, a new Rolex. Everybody rapping about the Rolex or rapping about a chain. So these are the things that you start to strive for. So now you're trying to figure out the fastest way to get these things. You understand what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you get yourself jammed up.
Right.
But if you got somebody there, you understand what I'm saying? That'll get you and let you know, like, bro, I can get you a Rolex if that's what you want to do. Yeah. And more. But let me show you a different way.
Right.
So you can keep your Rolex.
Right.
And don't pawn your Rolex after you get jammed up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Come on, how many times, you got to call like, yo, listen, hey, bro, look, I just bought this G-Rock, but I'm jammed up. I can't pop my bell. If you want, I'll sell you this car for the low. Because you wasn't doing it right.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. Listen, I don't judge. It's not my job to judge. It's not our job to judge.
Right.
I don't care how you make your money. Just know that every way you make your money, you better stand on it. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You better stand on it and be prepared for that consequences.
100%.
What Tyson say, everybody got a plan to the game.
You get punched in the face.
You get punched in the face. So understand, know the game. So if this not the way you want to go, we didn't have nobody to tell us what was the outcome. We just had to learn on our own.
Right.
But thank God we didn't get life. Right. We didn't die.
Right.
So now it's like you got a second chance.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do with your second chance?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna blow it, and this is what made me mad. Like this is what I was saying. What I was saying about your boy Wilder.
Yeah.
I love bro. But my thing was you was so confident in that power in that right hand. When you was gonna add on to your? When was you gonna add on to?
He burnt most of his energy in the locker room before he even got out there.
One of the things, just to touch on what you're saying, right, about the second chance, man. For me, it's important that our kids, our younger little bros, don't get to the point where they need a second chance.
Right,
real.
Right.
That shit is important, man. It's important that they know how to utilize resources, that they know they got resources.
Absolutely.
A lot of us don't even know we got resources, man.
That's a fact.
And that's a big problem. It's a lack of education, not just in the classroom, in the household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is when you teach first. This is when school begins. School begins when soon as you're born and, you wake up. But, for those who don't got it, this is what places like, your gyms and your operations and the KBGBF and, these people that's starting to do something for themselves. A lot of people get small. What he saying Friday? Once I got my check, I was gone. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a lot of people's mindset. Of course, the object is to get out of the hood and poverty, but that just because you moved out don't mean you're supposed to stay out. Right. What's your problem? Right. Because it was where you was at, how you got to where you got. The life lessons that we learned in North, bro. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Made us who we are.
It's important. It's important they know, man. It's the point.
I came up with a saying a couple of years ago, doing to a lot of the teen suicide and everything. A lot of people dealing with their problems, and the saying I came up with is, tomorrow is always the answer for yesterday. So we gotta let them know
Tomorrow is always your answer
Tomorrow
for
you
yesterday.
can change that shit. Yeah.
That's heavy. Okay. I like that.
Word.
I like that.
No matter what happened, you got a chance to make a decision that next day to change that shit. Okay? And we got to let them think about it. That first thing they do, that their life don't end that day. Oh, I got to kill myself.
Right.
My life is over. I can't do this shit.
Right.
Or whatever. I'm giving up. No, I ain't going back no more. So, hey, we got to let them get a chance to let that shit fizzle and fester up there and let them think about it. So let's just give them, man, give yourself time to make a decision for yourself.
Absolutely,
right.
man.
Word.
Hey, yo, because just because you got hit in the face, if it didn't knock you down, you just know, okay, I can't do that no more.
Right.
You got to use everything as a lesson.
Right.
You got to pay attention to every single thing. That's whatever we do, man, we just got to know that, yo, if you don't take anything from here, understand that phrase that bro said that coach said is so powerful. Tomorrow is the answer for yesterday. Because we supposed to be chasing knowledge like we chase bras, money, cars, clothes, belts, all these things you can't take with you.
Right.
On the day of Yom Kippur, on the day of judgment.
That's right.
You ain't gonna be like, oh, I did that because I had to get these J's.
Right.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying? What is you high, son? You bugging.
Word.
You bugging. We gotta learn that. Look, we only getting older. We getting closer and closer to that next level. You understand what I'm
More
saying?
days
The
behind
game,
you than in front of you.
yeah, that's the game of life. You don't get to play it twice, bro. So you gotta play like you down to your last man. And just pay attention to every little detail. And brothers like you are needed to be heard.
Right.
You understand?
Absolutely, yeah, man. Y'all don't understand.
Bro.
Y'all presence is beyond, like, man, I'm so happy that you guys were able to come through today. You know what I'm saying? It's inspiration, motivation, make me want to teach my little man. You know what I'm saying? Any game I could soak up from y'all, like.
Come on, man.
Bring them through, man. Keep telling me.
I want to say,
Word.
Bring them through, man.
I'm glad to see y'all brothers out there putting it out like that, man, and giving brothers like us the opportunity, man, because y'all gonna be the new trendsetters, man. I'm telling you, man, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we
don't
ain't
let
gonna
nobody
stop.
you,
I'll
man.
tell you that much. Dare to tell you, bro, look, we gonna find the way. We gonna find the way. We ain't never been that time.
Right.
You know how many times I was running my mouth to some, oh man, one of my brother Fuse just left, whatever.
Right.
Like people like 3 times our height, popping junk. I'm still popping junk. All right, what's up? Let's fight. Then knowing I can't beat him, but punch me, sat on my butt.
Joker pull out the strap. What you gonna do with that?
We're not that kind, bro. We're not that kind of stop. Listen, man, I promise you. Like a lot of people, you know how many times somebody said, "Yo, we gonna help. We got you. We gonna come up to the show. We gonna donate," and then it never came. That's not gonna stop us.
Right.
We still gonna come, and then we gonna do our show. If you don't come, it's all right. I was just talking about you too, bro. Whatever. So like, yo, you. But anyway, like, the fact of the matter is, consistency is gonna get you to the goal. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Look, bro, me and Vito, we balling, we eating. No, but we're not. Since we started this KBGBF, and y'all know I ain't got that many teeth, but I ain't never stopped smiling. I'm never gonna stop smiling because I love what we doing. We control
That's
it.
a fact. Right. It's a fact.
Nobody is over us to tell us what we can't talk about.
Right.
So this is why when you're like, so what we gonna talk about? Whatever you want to talk about.
Right.
But long as it's something to give them the game. You understand what I'm saying? I can go to my hood every day.
That's a fact.
And pop out.
That's
you understand
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
Right.
No grip on me, nothing.
In
and
traffic.
still get love.
In traffic.
It's because I never turned my back to where I was going. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And I always go, and I'm not saying keeping the real mean that I'm supposed to stand on the corner for 24 hours with the hood and all this. No, come on, because you know what's going to happen. Then it's like,
hey man, this for certain listeners out there. That shit a lie, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not the same.
Hold on.
Hey, listen,
say it again.
It's a lie, man. If you think keeping it real is everything that come with the street life, I can tell you firsthand, man. You know what I'm saying? I know best friends kill best friends, man. You know
We
what I'm
was
saying?
just talking about that.
You know,
Yeah,
I know
Family
too much
members.
shit.
Yeah.
And then let me put
And
this
been
out
through
here.
too much shit.
Brothers
You know what I'm
kill
saying?
brothers.
Yeah, now let me put this out here, bro. Listen, ratting is at an all-time high right now.
Yeah, and it's not
You sit
regular,
there,
man.
There's a camera
it's
on
not
almost
regular,
every
right?
single block.
It then
You're
became
not
regular
low.
with this
Yeah,
new
yeah,
man,
for
you know
real.
what I'm saying?
You're not low.
So
You understand this?
not only that, pause, man. Hold on. Since we tapping into some of this shit,
Give it to us.
you little dumbass fools, man, that's on these social media sites, man.
Oh, the gun pointers.
with the
Shooting up
slammers
YouTube,
and
shooting up Facebook and Instagram.
catching.
That never been cool.
Catching aggravated assaults. You know what I'm saying? Attempted murders and so forth and so on, man. Hey, man, stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? Find something else to do with your time, man, because ain't nothing real about that, man. And I can tell you point blank, period. When you hit them walls, man, you gonna find out
It's a different feeling.
Your life.
the lie
Different
you've been living.
feeling.
You
Yo,
feel
bro,
me?
I just came
Yeah.
home February 2020. I'm talking about people with muscles on top of their necks and their ears.
Yeah.
When it's time to lock in at 12:30 at night, you know, all day you was putting on the front. At 12:30 at night, you hear more people singing R&B and crying than a little bit, bro. Shit, I was one of them. I was like, I got to get home. You know, it's really not
Listen,
that cool,
listen,
man.
bro. I ain't never been down. I did like 3 days, and I said, "This ain't for me."
Everybody
Like,
change your life. When they're talking about, listen, baby girl, listen, I have elevated my mind. It is no longer that way,
Be up
man.
on that joint
junk
like,
ain't
"Mama!"
cool, bro. That junk ain't cool, but what is cool is learning the game, man. Teaching walking with your son, just teaching him a little bit. You might not be a scholar, you might can't teach him too much, but just try to teach him what you know. And if not, get with somebody
that can
you know
show
what I mean?
them more. That's
Yeah,
right.
man. So we gonna close it off on this note. But I just want one more time, bro, because you know Coach Moses got the WBLS voice, man. So I just want you to break down where you could find them, where you could get the game at from one more time, and then we gonna wrap this thing up.
Yes, we're located at 269 South Street,
Yes, sir.
Ironbound section of Newark.
Absolutely, bro.
Gotta love it.
He needs a commercial. He got,
love it.
he got the
Burnt
voice
cookies,
made for
man.
that. That's why I say you better stay away from
Burnt
my woman
cookies,
with that
boy.
voice. He's like, yeah, we are located at, you know. So we gonna wrap this up, man. Thank y'all for coming out, bro. We
Word.
respect your
Appreciate
grind.
y'all,
We
man.
respect it. We
Thank
need
you.
you. You give Shakur my love, huh?
No, when
Thank
Shakur
y'all for
come back
having
in
us,
town,
man.
I'm gonna bring him on the show.
Bring him
Oh,
up, bro.
man, that's gonna be super dope.
Look, we here. We don't duck no acts. We love to talk, man. And we gonna get a little deeper into some things.
Let you know when we bring him right in.
All right.
Absolutely.
He's more than welcome.
Love
He's from the
it. Word.
town, bro. So we got to look after home first. So,
already
you know,
know,
we
man.
definitely got to
Look
give a
out for
big
the
shout out
cookout.
to Shakur
Already know, man.
and
Hey.
shout out to Dewdrop and everybody,
right.
man. We love all of y'all, man.
Everybody
Yo, check
trying
out
to do
Coach
it.
Dirt page, bro. You will see how he be training these young champs, man. Definitely
Word.
get in tune, bro, and just to learn that discipline. And that discipline could get you so far, and consistency is the key, man. We love you. Hit us with that line before we get about it.
Thank y'all for having us. Man.
Yeah,
No
bro, you
doubt.
more than welcome.
Just want everybody to know, man. If you able to look down at the ground and not up at it, it's a blessed day, man. You blessed.
Peace, man. We love you. We out.